Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing a reading for Leo. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Lion or Lioness. Clear. And I'm being drawn to use the Starseed Oracle today, so we are going to start with that. And yeah, those all popped out, but we're gonna shuffle and see if they come out a little more dramatically, right? In line with my Leos in that true dramatic fashion. That was a little lackluster. I'm sure that you can all agree. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If it does not resonate, check out your other sign placements. If you don't know what those are, you can go to a website such as Astro.com. Plug in your birth information and they will generate a chart for you. This is for Leo for the month of November 2020. Okay, so, and see, this is why it really doesn't matter, right? Because the same cards came out that I just put back in a little bit, with a little bit more of a flourish for us. You can't make this shit up. It's so funny. All right, so the first one is karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So some of you guys may be involved in karmic relationships right now. You may be wrapping up karmic relationships. This is coming out with Earthed as well, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And so for some of you guys, this is where your soul is in this period of growth. And like what you're doing, how your soul is growing right now is by really being connected to the earth. Be like connecting with your humanness, right? What does it mean to be human? How do I live on this earth in this human body, right? How do I navigate this third dimensional existence while still maintaining a fifth dimensional consciousness, right? That's the ultimate goal. And then that's how we begin to ascend out of, and I'm just going to adjust this, out of a third dimensional consciousness. First, we have to learn how to merge those, how to bring that fifth dimensional consciousness into the 3D, but be fully present in this experience. And so you're learning how to be a human right now. You're learning how to do this thing, this human thing. And so there's a lot of soul growth around that. There may be a lot of conflict around this as well. There may be a lot of just painful energy when it comes to relationships right now. You're really also learning a lot through relationships about yourself, about this human experience, right? This human experience is very much about the interactions that we have with others and what those mirror to us about ourselves, what those teach us about ourselves. And so you are learning a lot about that right now, and you have some great teachers in the form of other souls in your path and on your journey. Souls that are teaching you how to be human, that are teaching you how to do that, right? You also have closeouts, or you have karmic relationships that are teaching you how to let go, how to deal with conflict, right? How to resolve conflict. So this is really interesting. This is really, really interesting energy right now that you guys are going through. But it's really fascinating. When I'm looking at this card right now, what I'm noticing is there's one person standing here and there's one person way up here. So that's fascinating energy. I feel like there's somebody that you're walking toward, or there's somebody that's walking toward you. But in order for you to reach them, there's still some growth that you have to go through. There's still some lessons that you have to learn. There's still some karmic material that needs to be sorted through as well. And whether this is somebody that you've met and there's a distance between you that's wanting to be bridged, or this is somebody that you haven't yet met in this lifetime. And once again, and remember, distance is only in the mind, right? Like the separation is an illusion. But there is some sort of metaphorical distance that's wanting to be bridged somehow. I am absolutely feeling that energy, but I can feel that energy moving towards you. And I'm wondering if maybe you can sense that energy as well. So that's really interesting. Yeah. And then we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. And so I want to read for you guys what it says for this card. All right. And of course, I'm immediately drawn to the pyramids there. And also the sky and the beings in the sky. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with the stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what's in the open. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony with the earth, and one day will again, right? So that's the birthing of the new earth, right? That's what we're moving into, that perfect harmony with the earth and with each other, with all of creation, right? Yes. And so you can use the invocation, I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. Place your hand on your heart. Say that in meditation. There are secrets, and are secrets and knowledge wanting to come to you. It's like this has been where you've been, right? Learning how to be human, being very grounded in that, clearing up soul contracts, really going through some of this. It's like sort of like the paperwork stuff, right? It's like we do all the fun stuff, but then there's also paperwork that needs to be done. There's like that maintenance stuff, right? Like when we talk about our physical bodies, how we have to eat and we have to bathe and we have to do this. And it's like, oh, I have to get an oil change on the car. I gotta get my hair cut. All of that maintenance kind of stuff. That's like the maintenance stuff that you've been working with and learning how to master. That's really helped you to ground into being human a little bit more. And just that cleanup work that needs to be done, right? But this is like why you're truly here at the same time, right? But you had to do this and you had to ground into your human body first. And then more of these secrets, more of these mysteries are going to be unveiled to you. And at the same time, there is, when we have these conflict, right? These situations, this polarity energy that you've been dealing with, right? This black and white, this right and wrong, this struggling to unify those opposites, this contrast that you've been experiencing, right? There have been conflicts and issues that have come up, and it's if you're not seeing solutions, it's because you're thinking too small, or you're not opening yourself up to greater possibilities, right? And so you're also, part of this wisdom that's coming through is this remembering of your incredible creative power and the fact that there are more solutions that are evident, that are possible to you and will become evident if you open up your perception just a little bit. Right? If you understand that like this and this are not the only options, right? There are a million other little options within those two extremes. So finding what works, what melds in the middle of all of that and being open to that, really changing your point of view, right? When it comes to these conflicts, understanding, seeing the deeper spiritual context. Anything that you're going through right now, there is a deeper spiritual context to it. So seeing it from that place and choosing how to act and react from that deeper spiritual point of view, that higher spiritual point of view, is really going to help you to navigate these situations as you move through them, right? And then on the bottom of the deck here, we have seen potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And so this is that shadow work, right? This is plumbing the depths of the subconscious, right? This may be a place that you journey to as well for answers, but it's really, there's so much more potential within you that is ready to be tapped into, but it involves really becoming conscious and becoming aware of what is hidden underneath, right? What is underneath the surface, and just understanding that what's underneath there is not nearly as scary as how it might feel right now. And then we have the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So releasing, you guys have a lot. It's like you have a lot on your plate and a lot on your shoulders right now. You feel like as though you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you don't have to do that, right? Look at how beautiful. These cards are so beautiful and light and airy. It's like they almost get drowned out by my lights, right? Not my light, but like the light that I'm using. So like it's just everything is so light and so ethereal, and you've been grounded in such heavy energy that it's almost like you needed to become grounded in that density, but now you need to release a little bit of that density because it is weighing you down, and there's a lot that you're carrying that you don't necessarily have to carry, or you don't have to carry alone. Okay? And so this is also like learning to say no when you need to say no right now. Right? You may need to say no. You may need to step back. You may need to pull your energy back a little bit and really nurture and care for yourself and your own energy. Yeah, I want to read the Seas of Mintaka as well. Mintaka is thought to be a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. So if there is a situation that you are worried about, any situations in your life right now that you are worried about, take heed to that. That is a great boon, right? Things can work out for the highest good of all involved. That may be one of those potentialities that you don't see, that you can ask to be revealed to you, right? It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it is often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously so they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to the light of day? Right? So it is looking at those. This is with that karmic energy, right? What are these patterns that are repeating that you are ready to release, that you are ready to shine light on, to finally see and to rewrite, and just understand that there is so much beauty and potential in the situation. If you do what you know you are being called to do, right? If you bring to light any of that unconscious stuff, any of that unseen, unspoken, unknown. Bring the unknown into the known, right? And release, and that will help you to release a lot of this heaviness that you're carrying. This is more than anything, the weight of the world card is just like you're carrying a lot of heaviness that is not necessary, and honestly, you're doing it to yourself, is like the energy and the feeling that I'm getting right now. Any last minute cards here from this deck for Leo? There's so much more potential in the situations that you are dealing with right now than you know. Yes, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Also really tapping into that community, right? The community of light workers, tapping into if you've been feeling isolated, if you've been feeling alone, reach out to more people, right? Really reach out to your network, make those connections, and just, yeah, make that connection, make that community, create that community. You don't have to be alone. You may feel alone, but you are not. And so part of that, it's the physical connection, right? But it's like what even goes beyond that. It's like really truly connecting deeply. That's what you're wanting to do with others right now. And I mean, you're Leo, you guys are the lovers, right? You absolutely, you love to express, you love to love, you love to be physically close to others. You thrive in that energy, right? In that beautiful expressive energy. So just like allowing yourselves to do that, allowing yourselves to be seen. If you have been sort of isolated and holding yourself back from people, from situations, and kind of like going alone. You don't have to do it alone. That's what this weight of the world, that's paired with this weight of the world. That's what that's saying too, is like you are holding on to a lot of responsibilities that could be, that don't have to all belong to you. And it's okay to ask for help as well. It's okay to allow other people in. It's okay to allow other people to shelter some of that burden, right? In whatever way that means for you. Yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck here, we have We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And so this is really about loving and nourishing yourselves, allowing yourselves to be loved and nurtured, and loving and nurturing yourselves, and just how important that energy is right now. There's just so much energy coming through for you guys, just reassuring energy. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Yes. Yes. Yes, just this loving, this super loving, beautiful, loving, nurturing energy. You guys are really, really being called to embrace that, to step into that, to welcome more of that and allow more of that into your lives. And allow more of that and allow more fun. Under that, we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So really get into that. You guys are fun people, right? You guys are charismatic. And many times, in many ways, you are like the life of the party, right? So get back into that energy, right? Find your joy, find your pleasure, be creative, right? That's with that mother's milk card as well, right? Birth as a portal, birth being creation. Begin that process of creation. That is going to tap you into more of this knowledge that's waiting to be unlocked, right? These ways that you are this remembering process that you're ready to step into another layer of right now, that is going to not only assist you but assist humanity as well. So really just continue to have fun, to enjoy all of this is about the pleasures of being human again, right? Venus energy, the fully incarnated energy, the being grounded, the earthed energy. So really call upon that in all the different ways, right? Like connect physically, connect emotionally, really just revel in the experience of being human and the fun of that. But also continue to open yourself back up to that other aspect of you, that highly spiritual aspect of you that's wanting to come through again and come back online and merge and join with that physical aspect of you. And yes, under that, water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So really being called to nourish, love, and appreciate yourselves right now. And I'm going to do a final card for you guys. I think I'm going to do an Isis Oracle card. Is that what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to do a Sacred Rebels card for you guys. Clear. Final card for Leo. Final card for Leo, November 2020. Final card for Leo, November 2020. Yeah, and we had the great severing that came up after that Mars energy, that conflict energy. There may be more conflict, but you can absolutely navigate that. Any conflict that does come up is for your growth and your betterment. And just know that there's such strong positive energy here. Whatever is happening or is going to happen, it is all for the highest good of all involved. All right? And then here we have Visions of Life Beyond Death, card number 44. Love that. And so this says, and this is a beautiful, with the peacock and the owl. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see, to see what is real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. So this is like, those small things may actually be much bigger than you think, and those big things that you are making mountains of may be simply molehills. Sorry, my nose gets super itchy sometimes when I do these videos. As mundane as something once appeared, it could now be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal center. This is sacred terrain beyond logic, convention, and that which is limited in any way. The more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within you and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path or whether you should take action on a project or you need inspiration to really move you out of a slump you have fallen into, then this oracle brings you the message of hope. And this, jump in, was underneath the Great Severing. Just saying. Let's see. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of the stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently and more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass and you will be left with clear insights. The stories you have been feeding yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. This is opening up to that new sense of perception, right? Like we talked about. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore freeing. It will be worth the shock, surprise, or the moment of embarrassment when you realize you have been operating under a false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. These moments will pass and they are not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a smaller view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. There might be a moment when your ego feels a bit dented, but sure enough, that too will pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You are watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you are concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path, don't worry about it. Yes. There is justice in every situation. There will be justice, mercy, and wisdom in every situation is a summary of what they were going into there. This oracle is asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. I call upon the universal I to show me the most helpful way to see the situation of concern now. And so that is something that I would highly recommend for you guys to do. And whatever conflicts or situations you are experiencing right now. In shifting how you look at things, the energy and what is beheld changes. You can see this with people. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find our way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. This oracle also comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, right? And how you choose to be in the world. Okay? And so, yeah. I really like that for you. It is, you are stepping into another level of your spiritual journey, right? You have completed this level. That's what that karmic card was about. You have completed this level. It's time to level up to the next. But first, it requires the closing out, the tying up of all the loose ends right now. And so that's what you're being asked to do. So any situation where you are feeling stuck, utilize that statement, utilize that prayer. I call upon the universal I to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now, and allow that to guide you through and give you the clarity, to give you that new sense of perspective that you need in order to move forward. And then you have so many new spiritual gifts that are evolving and ready, that you are ready to be grown into. And I want to read this too to close for you guys, actually. It says, and this is the healing process that goes with this card. Say aloud, I now release any fear I have associated with seeing truth, with seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or with my inner vision opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time, especially where it is based in the fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love. So be it. And so that can be really, really helpful, I think. Imagine that love pouring down from the universe straight through your crown, behind your eyes, into your heart center. Just bring that light, bring that love through, and repeat this as many times as you need to, adding in that other part if necessary. And that's going to really help you move through some of these fearful energies, some of these illusions. There are some things that need to be seen more clearly so that you can move forward. And you are in the process that is being revealed to you, but there's only good. There is only good that is going to come from all of this. It's just that process of like, this is your next initiation. This is your next test. And I have absolute faith in you guys that you will. And I hate saying this because it makes it sound whatever. But I have absolute faith in you guys that you will figure this out and that you will move through this into this next beautiful, beautiful unfoldment that is waiting for you as you combine that grounded earthed energy with that next level of higher spiritual energy and knowledge that is ready to flow through you, into you and through you, so that you can create with it, so that you can share it, so that you can then move into the next phase of your journey, right? Move out of whatever stagnancy you may find yourselves in into a place of more purpose, more power, more passion, right? And we know you guys love that passion. Okay, if you like this video, hit that like button, comment below, let me know if this video resonated for you. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to donate to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you like this videos and you want to catch more videos. We do videos on all different types of Ascension related topics. It's a really, really fun, it's a good time that we have on here. So if you like the vibe, join the tribe. I also have my email down below with a list of the services that I offer. So please reach out to me if you would like an energy healing, if you would like a personal reading, any of the different things that I offer. I would love to assist you with that. The readings, the energy healings, maybe the combination session that I do with the reading and the subsequent healing, I feel would be really helpful for some of you guys right now to really help you to move into that next level, to see from that higher vision that you are being asked to see from right now, to really release, to let go of that weight, let go of whatever it is that's holding you down, shed that light in the areas, on the patterns, right? Those old karmic patterns that are ready to be fully released so that you can move into whatever is next for you, right? And to whoever is next for you, right? Or into a deeper relationship with those that you already have in your life. That community card coming in, right? That you are not alone. I'm getting that vision once again on the karmic card of the people, right? The person walking toward the other person, right? Like that could be an actual person wanting to move towards you, or that could be you moving closer and closer towards like the truest aspirations of your heart and your dreams, right? Whatever it is, let's clear out any of that remaining energy, right? Help you to get that vision moving forward so that whatever is separating those vibrations can then come into alignment. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a great November, Leo. I will talk to you soon.